back at the lake. This is Friday night, so one of the Fridays that I didn't have off. And as you can see, the trees blowing around there. It's windy, and I think it's a little too windy to even launch. I'm gonna go down to the water here in a second, check it out. Baby's sleeping in there, that's why the truck's still on. So yeah, we're just parked up in the parking lot. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to the water, and you can see they're already going down there. We're gonna check it out. All right, out on the dock here. So what I didn't tell you is I watch the water level here all the time. And in the 3 trips we've been out here so far, it's only come up like I don't know, like a couple of feet a week, maybe up to 3 feet a week. But in this last week, it came up a foot a day. So in 7 days, it literally almost came up 7 feet. Like we're literally just under 7 foot from the last time we launched. So if I did launch right now, you can tell it's like white capping out there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. And this dock's moving around a lot. But if I did launch, I would expect this to read 19 feet deep right here, which it was 12 foot the last time I launched. So I'm gonna be able to get out to my spot. The only thing that I'm not sure about is it showed wind in the forecast for tomorrow. So I don't know, I mean, maybe just being out here in the morning will beat it. So it might be a bust this week, I'm not sure, because you can see, whoa, I just about fell over. You can see that it's a bust right now. I'm not launching at all, because I would only go out in this if this is our only day down here, or if like we only came out like once a month or something like that. But since we're out here multiple days a week, this isn't worth it for me. I could obviously try to find a spot that's a little protected. There's lots of places in the canyon, but yeah, I'm out here enough that I don't worry about that. I could probably find a place to surf or whatever, but yeah, not worth it tonight. So we'll try again in the morning. We're gonna let Wakely play at the park a little bit. Then we'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably just go back to the shop. I got things that I could do there. I'm working on making the deck sturdier, fixing that up. I really hope it ends up being smooth enough tomorrow. Yeah, look at this. It's still pretty out here. You can just see the water lapping up against there. I mean, that, to give you a reference, I mean, now standing on the dock next to those rocks, my head's probably, I don't know, somewhere near that top buoy rock, or that square rock there. It's kind of like right in my line of vision, in line with my eyes. But imagine 7 more feet down. You know, so at least twice that down is where it was last week. And like I said in previous videos, usually the water stops coming up when it gets just over the concrete there. So you can see how it's concrete up until a certain point, and then it's pavement. So usually the water stops coming up when it gets just above the pavement. So right now, when it's its fullest, we're underwater by probably a couple feet. So it's still got some rising to do, and it's crazy because this whole lake is like 75 miles long. The canyon itself, starting like right here, is like 55 miles long. So you think about that, and the far end of this gets to like 400 feet deep, right at the dam. So you think about the fact that this thing drops and raises by at least 30 feet every year. I mean, that is acres and acres, cubic acres of water. I mean, probably hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of cubic acres of water. Just crazy. All right, I'm gonna walk back up here, see what these guys are doing. Wow, that's new. Oh geez, you've been doing those ones, huh? Whoa, wow, that's pretty cool, lady.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show you it.
Yeah, very cool. All right, I got that board changed out. It is this one right here, and now it is super straight. And in fact, I'll give you a look. So it's this one right here, pretty straight. Now it makes the ones next to it. And this one's bending in like that, and that one I think goes the other way. I mean, that one's got a bend down there. I mean, they were all kind of Home Depot special. You know, I think the problem is when you buy boards from Home Depot or Lowe's, you need to pick them out yourself. And my screw up was I did an online order, and that's how I got these. But they're fine. The biggest thing I was worried about is the fact that this one had this big crack in it, and it was super. I mean, it really snakes. So I think the second worst one is this one, and it bows like this, but it still should have strength, especially with all the others. But this one was cracked. The other ones I haven't found a crack in, so should be all good. I was kind of inspecting them, but yeah, it took a little doing, but I got it done. I still need to work on putting the V up, so I have some 2x6s that I'm going to put one from this corner and go to the middle right here, and then I'll take and do the same thing from that corner to here and just screw them up to the bottom of these joists, and that should help the side-to-side movement. I'm also going to hack this guy up into several pieces and put them in between here, but I'll do that after the V, so I know kind of where it makes sense. And maybe I won't even do that if I feel like the V does a perfect job by itself. I mean, there's no reason to add more weight and waste time on that, so I'll wait to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna wait to put that guy back up. He goes right there. I'm gonna wait to put him back up until I get the V on. I don't think I'll have a problem anyways, because I think I'm only going to take it to here, and then I'm going to bring the other board to it, behind it. I'm going to bring the other board behind it, because this one will go kind of all the way to the end here, I think, or as close to it as I can get, and then I'll bring the other board to it behind it, so it has something to attach to as well. So it won't be a perfect V. It'll kind of Y together, so that way it has a good chunk of this board to attach to. Anyways, that's what I just got done doing. I might work on some measurements and maybe doing a couple cuts on that tonight. Otherwise, I'm pretty much wrapping up. I'm just going to clean up and kind of just prepare to do some of that tomorrow. I should have a good amount of time to do that tomorrow. I just got a big drip on me. But yeah, anyways, I think that's it for tonight. All right, I actually decided to mess around, you know, and just see about putting these boards up. So I already got the V done. So if you stand back here, you'll see I've got this board coming across here now. I've got this board coming across here. Now I need to cut the ends off still, you know, and I don't have this perfectly butted up, but I don't really care. I just needed to make sure I had good contact on that board. I just want them both to have good contact on that board. But yeah, I'll cut this off, which I may need. I got a skill saw, but I don't know if I'll do it, so I may need to do some of that next weekend. And I need to cut it off on that end, and I also need to cut it off on this end. But the good news is that's quick stuff. These went up pretty quick. I'd have my wife help me hold that one up. This one I could put through that guy, so it held it by itself. But I already went up, tried it out, and it is the perfect solution. So if you're ever looking to eliminate sway in your deck, I think this might be the best solution I've encountered. Because I went up and I tried swaying on the end here, and it's solid. It doesn't sway at all anymore. I can make the deck move, but it makes you know, I'm really rocking it hard, and it's making the entire deck move. It's not swaying, and it's just the whole deck is just jiggling a little bit. It's not swaying anymore. Before I put these on, you could kind of sway back and forth on the front of the deck here. Not crazy, like not a dangerous amount or anything, but just enough to make me nervous. But that eliminated it. That's funny, because it's something I looked up on YouTube, and it works great. So if you ever want to stabilize a deck that's got some sway, just do a V with a couple of boards. I mean, you could probably do a couple 2x4s, but I just wanted to do 2x6s. So just to give you a better view here, come back over here, you can see it's a V. So, and if you have an even bigger deck, you could probably do an X, but I think the V works really good. And I don't think it matters which direction you go. Like I could have probably put the point of the V over there and came out this way if I wanted to. One thing I'm concerned about is I do have the tape on top of all the joists. I don't have anything on top of these boards, you know, and those boards up there, they're all pressure treated, so they should, and stain, like they got a stain on them. And I stained the top ones, so they should last for a while, but you know, these are really accessible, so if I ever need to, if they start rotting, I can always just replace them. And I imagine they probably won't rot for quite a long time. Anyways, so I got this done. I just need to cut the ends off, and I'll either get that done tomorrow or get some of it done tomorrow or the next time I come out. So pretty happy about that. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, we're out at the lake. I'm getting back into the water now. You can see there's a little bit of chop. It actually, we're late by almost an hour because it was really gusty at the shop this morning, so I almost didn't think we were coming out at all, but then it got calm. So we're out here, we're gonna get launched. We're gonna see what it's like. We got a couple sneezes from this Garo. Oh, I gotta unhook the boat. Okay. I think it's actually calming down right now. When we first got here, I was like, oh man, the wind picked back up, but this is dead calm up at the parking lot, and it looks like it's calming down out here. The water looks like it was windy, but it's settling down. What's really cool is we're going to get out to the spot today. So yeah, so I thought it was going to be 19 feet deep here, but it's saying 18. But yeah, it should still be safe to get out to the spot at least about half or at least a third of the way down my driving lane. So yeah, if nothing else, this definitely is not, you know, like the way it is right now, I probably wouldn't necessarily want to wakeboard if it stayed like this, but it seems like it's calming down. If nothing else, I'm going to surf or foil today, so we'll do something. It says the water temperature is 70 degrees right now and air is 72, so pretty good. I think this might be the first time I've launched in the morning this year where it was in the 70s, so I will take it.
Look at you! Look at you, baby girl. What do you think? What do you think? Get these toes, get these toes. Get these toes, get these toes. What do you think? It's a little bright, huh? A little bit bright? Yeah. It just gives a little bit of shade on you. Is that better? That's better. You can see better now, huh? I would just need a little bit of shade.
Yeah, look, I mean, you can't hear any wind. You can't hear any wind right now. But yeah, you can see the water moving. But it really does feel like it's just from maybe it just gusting a little while ago. It looks super smooth over by the mouth of the canyon. We're gonna head out that way though, so we'll see what it's like. Should be heading out that way in a second. I see them coming down to the dock. back at the shop here. So I was pleasantly surprised, as you can probably tell in the footage. The water calmed right down, and we were able to go most of the way down my lane. It even got glass here as we got kind of towards the what I call the Red Cliff corner. So I had a really good wakeboard set. You probably saw I got smoked a few times on my trying to hillside 5, and I had some pretty big air on one that my knees buckled under me, but then I landed one that was pretty good too. And then I also got smoked on a hillside backside 3. But yeah, I had fun, and then I was able to do some foiling, and I think I'm starting to figure out the pumping. I was quite a ways further back in the wave. It's a lot of work, and I think you got to get a rhythm and just kind of get toned for it. Just keep doing it and keep practicing. So I'll keep working on it. But all in all, it was a pretty good day. The water came up another ½ foot over last night, so it's basically 7.5 feet that it came up in the last week. It only needs to come up another couple feet before we can do the entire lane of my spot. So it's pretty happy. There's a lot of junk in the water. I don't know if you noticed, but I expected that, because when the water comes up that fast, it picks up a lot of junk from the shore. So my expectations were set for that. But yeah, I just fueled up the boat. I actually had a big boo-boo last night. I had this fuel tank sitting right here, and I was emptying the fuel tank out of the back of the truck into it, and it takes a while to empty. And I was watching it. I knew it was getting close to the top, and I kept checking on it. Sure enough, came out here at one point, and it was overflowing. So made a big mess here. I was able to clean it up pretty quick, but probably wasted a couple gallons of fuel, at least a gallon. And then probably the worst thing was it smelled up the whole place for a while, but we were able to air it out last night. When we got back, because I did that before we went to the lake last night. So because we didn't go on the water last night, we got back and we were able to air it all out. It was actually even smelling like fuel inside. I think one of the things that seems to be a screw up with the HVAC system at this place, which I wish I would have talked to them about it or asked them about it when they were installing it, is I feel like I don't know where it's getting the fresh air from. But it really seems like it's getting it from in the shop, because whenever something happens out here, like whenever I'm fueling or whatever, it seems like it puts the smell in there right away. So if the AC is running or whatever, it seems like it pulls it right in, and I don't like that. I wish it was getting the fresh air from outside, which I believe that's probably what they should have done. It's probably code, honestly. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, it really seems like wherever they put the fresh air at is out here, or maybe it's just recycling, and maybe it's somehow grabbing the fresh air from in here, which is right next to the shop. So I don't know. I've tried to look around, and I don't know where it's pulling it from. So yeah, I don't know. On my furnace at home, I know where it's grabbing the fresh air. It's got a pipe going straight up. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird thing. But anyways, got that figured out. We actually have some roast beef in the crock pot. It's been in there since this morning for birria tacos. So I'm actually gonna get the Blackstone out here in a little bit and make some birria tacos. So maybe I'll put a clip into that. Other than that though, tomorrow's Father's Day. So we're actually gonna go home after dinner, go back to Billings after dinner, and tomorrow the whole family is gonna come with me. Well, me, Carly, and Wakely. I think we're gonna have my mother-in-law watch Ellery, and we're all gonna go golfing. So they asked me what I wanted for Father's Day, and I said, oh, why don't we all go golfing? So I think we're gonna head home tonight. I'm gonna, here in a second, I still need to clean the boat, put the cover on. And I'm actually going to leave the truck down here for the first time because I have plenty of fuel, and we're going to be back down here in a couple days. We'll be back here Tuesday night. So today's Saturday, we'll be back Tuesday night, and then we'll be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to do boating days because of the whole Juneteenth holiday. I took a couple days off after. So excited for several chances to get out and get on the water. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna see if I can't cut the ends of these boards off. Do what I can with the skill saw I have. If I can't get them all the way or have trouble, I'll just bring down some extra tools, because I have stuff at home that I can do it with for sure. I just only have a skill saw with me right now. So we're gonna work on that, and maybe I'll show that, or maybe I'll show that being done here soon. But yeah, catch you guys in a few. Just got done eating dinner, having some birria tacos. I decided not to film it because it went really quick, so I had to just be cooking. They're pretty good. Tried a different recipe, but next time I think I want to go with the sauce more like we did last time, or a consomme as they call it. Now we're out riding around on the e-bike, just having a little fun before we take off. But yeah, I did start cutting the boards on the deck that I put up last night, and decided it was just like not going to work out very good because I had to cut above my head, and with a circular saw it's just not very cool. So but yeah, we're just taking a little stroll right now. You have anything to say, Wakely?
We're just going for a ride around the block, and I just got done eating dinner.
So anyways, we'll be back here again in a few days to have 4 days on the water, so hopefully I get a lot of good clips, have a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for this video. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts on this video or ideas for future videos, please leave those in the comments down below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click on that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week.